The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the SIIM Corporate Leadership Circle webinar. My name is Dean Kaufman, and I'll be moderating today's webinar. During the next hour, we will review the new opportunities that SIIM has developed to enable corporate members to drive innovation in imaging informatics through year-round interaction with SIIM members. Today, you're going to be hearing from a number of esteemed board members who have taken the time out of their busy days to show their support for this important program. Dr. Raim Geis, the newest chair of the SIIM board, is going to share his views on the SIIM vision and member demographics. Dr. Geis is also a private practice radiologist with Advanced Medical Imaging Consultants in Colorado. We will also hear from Chris Meenan, who is a director-at-large, also on the SIIM board, and is the director of clinical informatics at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. Chris will review the new opportunities in the Corporate Leadership Circle in detail. In addition to these noted SIIM board members, we have Anna Marie Mason, SIIM Executive Director, and Andrea Saris, SIIM Director of Meetings, also on the line to address questions. There will be a question and answer session at the end of this webinar, so if you'd like to post a question during the webinar, please enter it into the question or the chat box that is in the webinar control panel. The webinar is also being recorded as well, and all lines are currently muted. Goals for today's webinar. We want to ensure that you understand not only what's new about the Corporate Leadership Circle program, but also what is the thinking that went into this effort. We invited Dr. Geis to discuss the SIIM vision and the goals to help you see how they align with the Corporate Leadership Circle. We also want to provide you with an update on SIIM member demographics to ensure you have a clear understanding of the SIIM membership. And lastly, it's extremely important that you recognize how the Corporate Leadership Circle membership can enhance your company's product innovation efforts through year-round interaction with SIIM members, as this is one of the core tenets of the Corporate Leadership Circle. We hope that after this webinar, you take the opportunity to speak with SIIM to discuss the membership level that is appropriate for your company. Contact information is going to be provided at the end. At this point, I'd like to turn the ball over to Dr. Raim Geis, who is going to review the SIIM vision and focus, as well as SIIM member demographics. Dr. Geis.
Thanks very much, Dean. Hi, my name is Raim Geis. I'm a private practice radiologist in Fort Collins, and thank you very much for joining us. So I think just the fact that me, a private practice radiologist being chair, talks about how SIIM is changing a little bit. So a medical revolution really is occurring just as we speak. Almost overnight, radiology has changed from a wildly successful profit center to this potential cost center. And up until recently, we in private practice were so profitable, it didn't matter if we were efficient. But that day's gone, and it's painful for everyone, you and us. But this is really an opportunity. Of all parts of imaging today, you guys are the ones with the most growth and sales potential. You have the chance to make us more efficient, which is what we're starting to look for now. And you're going to help us provide us with products that help us move from pay for volume to pay for outcomes. But this quality and efficiency focus is definitely new territory, and at least we in the private practice community don't yet understand how to value the products that you might make for us. And we want you to build the killer app that's going to make our lives better. But everybody knows how difficult and expensive that is, however, to get a product right. You build what you think we want, and then sometimes we don't buy. But I think SIIM is uniquely positioned to help change that. now more than ever, vendors and SIIM need to work together to demonstrate the value of your product categories and help you feel confident that you have products that users want to purchase. So SIIM has the exceptional ability and really a unique ability to help demonstrate this value in ways that you can't do yourself always. We're hoping to use research prizes in a new way to promote research in these venues, which will result in published hard data to demonstrate how these product categories can help. And then SIIM, we want to work with you to try to disseminate these results and to educate people on the value of your products. But speaking of value, I think some vendors don't realize the value that SIIM provides you. For you to have killer products that all the clients are clamoring to buy, and to get it out on the accelerated development schedules that you now have, I think your entire team needs specific domain knowledge in medical imaging. And SIIM is the premier source for that. You really can't get it anywhere else, and certainly not for the price. So we, who are users, value SIIM tremendously for the curbside networking that we find at the meeting to solve our problems. And I'm kind of surprised that more vendors don't send people from all levels of your team right down to the ground level coders to take advantage of these conversations. Because, I've written software before and had my clients come to me and look and say, why did you do that? But I think all of us can agree that, how much is it worth to you if your product's code is written right the first time, with no product release delays, and if your software is missing even one of those sort of got you issues that the clients now harp on, it's worth a lot. And I do see more and more vendors starting to do this, and frankly, I think it shows in their products being more polished. At the moment in medical imaging, though, it's anxious times. It is really exciting. The sales opportunities in imaging informatics and software are enormous. And a lot of the people who actually use your products are relying on you working with us in SIIM to make great things happen. I think SIIM is totally focused on accelerating your speed of innovation in product development and making sure that you hit the bullseye with your product. And this is really SIIM's specialty and sole focus is this informatics part. And we really look forward to working with you in new and exciting ways. So I'd like to spend just a moment on SIIM demographics. And we have a good mix of academic and private practice. We also have a great mix of radiologists, medical imaging IT professionals, and healthcare executives. Most of our attendees are primarily in radiology, though every year we see more people from other specialties. I think just like at other societies I have experience with, like RSNA or AMIA, or even HIMSS, people have money for education, but travel budgets have been cut. And we see that at SIIM, and we are revamping our offerings to provide not only a great meeting, but I think you're about to see SIIM ramp up our e-learning offerings in some really cool ways. I think in short, SIIM is really the best place and almost the only place where you can get this knowledgeable cross-section of people, particularly in the community hospital setting and people who actually use your products. We are a gold mine of information for you and your company and an organization which really strongly influences the field. So I really thank you for your time, and I'd be happy to answer any questions at the end. I am in the middle of sort of the busy usual clinic day, so if for some reason I have to sign off before then, Anna Marie and Dean can get me your questions, and I'm happy to email or call you back. So now I'd like to turn this over to Chris Meehan. Chris is the Director of Clinical Informatics at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. He's also on our Board of Directors, and I think he demonstrates really a lot of these characteristics. Chris is both a user and an innovator and helping to make products. So Chris.
Great. Well, thanks very much, Dr. Geis. I'm very happy to be here with you and everyone today to talk a little bit about the SIIM corporate program goals. I'm a person with an IT background. I've been a member of SIIM for some time, and I think it's a great community to get involved with, so if you're not already involved. So let me just take a moment then to introduce the 3 SIIM corporate programs in context of the SIIM goals that we have. Okay, so we know that vendors are an integral part of the SIIM community, and that our members really enjoy the time that they get with the vendor community and some of the conversations that they have. Our goal is to make the corporate program much more flexible than it had been in the past. You know, one of the things that we hear at the annual meeting from both members as well as from the vendor community is that we want more year-round dialogue. We wanted to be able to talk more with each other outside of the annual meeting and the regional meetings. And so what we tried to do is to provide the imaging informatics vendors year-round opportunities to enhance their marketing and product development efforts, but also to have an increased conversation and dialogue with the community. And we wanted to create a program that was flexible regardless of the company size. So whether or not you were an early stage company or a large multinational company, SIIM wanted to give you the opportunity to interact with SIIM members throughout the year, and as I mentioned, outside of just the annual meetings or the regional meetings. You know we have to work together to drive the innovation and to achieve some of the efficiencies that we all know are so needed in healthcare today. And we really think SIIM plays an important role by facilitating that conversation and that dialogue, and by bringing together vendors and SIIM members who want to learn about and contribute to and understand what's new. We wanted to create new opportunities for imaging informatics vendors to engage with and leverage the expertise of the diverse SIIM membership that Dr. Geis talked about, and drive innovation through new educational models and new knowledge sharing models, and really reach out to the part of the vendor community and the member community, rather, that can't travel to the annual and regional meetings, and find a way to exchange ideas with that part of the community. We know SIIM provides a value and a focus that maybe some other meetings don't. So we know HIMSS, for example, is much more focused on enterprise IT with a very broad scope and lots of different areas of focus for them. And RSNA only provides promotional opportunities in their corporate membership programs. We think that the programs included in the Corporate Leadership Circle are really designed to leverage the unique strengths of SIIM and the SIIM community to improve the value and provide benefits not found elsewhere. So this is a view of the old hierarchy of corporate programs and the new structure. And we didn't just simplify the corporate program structure, we completely revamped it to ensure that there were high-value programs at each level. We wanted to make sure we were consistent with our goals of increasing member engagement throughout the year. Again, not just at the annual meetings, but ongoing. We wanted to create something for an opportunity for rather small companies to get involved. We wanted to provide all corporate members more benefits, not just the benefits they've enjoyed for so many years. We also wanted to provide some flexibility for those companies who wanted a customized program to be able to take advantage of some of our unique offerings. And because the 3 new membership circle levels we're proposing above do not build upon each other as in the old model, there are meaningful benefits to participating and joining at more than one level. We now have the Innovator Circle, the Member Circle, and the Partner Circle, as well as our Corporate Leadership Circle. So the next portion of the webinar will provide an overview of benefits included in each of these strategic categories that Corporate Leadership Circle members will have access to. There are opportunities to drive innovation, such as educational and sharing information that facilitates your technology development and adoption. There are opportunities to partner with SIIM, ways to share ideas and explore avenues to address mutual goals, and also opportunities for promotion and recognition, a way for you to enhance your efforts in building the awareness of your product. Our intention is to ensure that the opportunities in each member category are balanced across all three strategic categories. Every member company has an opportunity in all three areas. This underscores the fact that these programs are much more than promotion and recognition opportunities and really are aligned with SIIM's strategic goals. So education and innovation are one of the most important goals shared by SIIM and the vendor community. So we have many new opportunities here. The goal, again, is to help the vendor community innovate with their technology and give them access to the community and market feedback that you may never have had access to before. We know that education is a big focus, so this program is designed to help you evaluate the market with ongoing conversations that happen throughout the year. Each category has new opportunities to interact with SIIM members for the purpose of leveraging education that enables technology development and its adoption. Innovators Circle members can now present at a special dedicated Innovation Theater group during the annual meeting. All groups can now post white papers on the SIIM website to both influence and educate the community. This is something that the member community has asked for years. Are there white papers to do these kinds of things? So this is a great opportunity for you to post white papers on the SIIM community website. Partner Circle have access to 3 new opportunities to hold focus groups virtually and at the annual meeting. In addition, you can produce 2 dedicated webinars or have a dedicated presentation opportunity at the annual meeting. Just to clarify this particular point, Partner Circle members can choose one of the 3 start items here in the right-hand column. You may participate in more than one of the start items, but an additional fee may apply. Again, new benefits to the previous program are highlighted here in red. Partnership opportunities focus on enabling more interaction and conversation between SIIM leadership and the vendor community. SIIM leadership recognizes the value of the vendor community and what they bring to the table in areas of understanding insofar as the broad issues that are affecting the imaging informatics community and their significant technical expertise. We have a shared need to increase the rate of technology innovation and adoption, and close working relationships are critical to success in this area. Again, some of the new benefits here are highlighted in red. One of the benefits is an appointment to the new SIIM Corporate Leadership Circle Advisory Committee and an invitation to the Corporate Leadership Circle reception at the annual meeting. There are also opportunities for promotion and recognition, and those opportunities are just that. SIIM understands the commercial reality vendors face today and the challenges of shrinking marketing budgets. Exhibition is still an important aspect of the annual and regional meetings, and SIIM members in the process of evaluating new technologies appreciate the intimate environment SIIM provides. So nowhere, as I go to several different meetings, nowhere do I find the chance to discuss things with vendors at a level that I can't at any other meeting. SIIM really is a unique venue for that sort of thing. SIIM also formalizes the ability of members and partner circle companies to create customized sponsorship and awareness building opportunities for those companies who have a favorite tactic or event they'd like to be associated with. Again, new benefits here are highlighted in red. So the next section of the presentation will give you a closer look at the benefits of each of the corporate leadership circle levels. We'll review each of the corporate leadership circle memberships levels individually. We also feel it's important to help you understand the intended goal of each level to help you begin visualizing the appropriate level for your company. The goal here for the Innovator Circle is to enable early stage companies to get more involved in SIIM. The overall benefit, we think, would provide opportunities for these companies to demonstrate their new products or ideas and obtain valuable feedback from the imaging informatics community. The Innovator Circle is intended to foster the thought leadership and new projects and products from early stage and startup companies. We really feel that encouraging smaller companies and new companies to come to SIIM is very, very important, as startups are often the engine for innovation, and there are a large number of small companies in the imaging informatics space. Here are some of the details about the Innovator Circle benefits. Innovator Circle benefits have an opportunity to present a dedicated presentation in the Innovation Theater at the SIIM annual meeting. This gives you a highly visible forum in which to talk about the industry problem you're solving and how your solution works. The ability to post white papers, as previously mentioned, further supports your ability to convey your thought leadership to the SIIM community and really, again, to have a dialogue with the SIIM community overall. Also new for all Corporate Leadership Circle companies is an invitation to the Corporate Leadership Circle reception at the annual meeting, as I mentioned previously. This reception will provide an opportunity to hear from and interact with SIIM leadership. And we know that if you look at the SIIM board leadership and other thought leaders in the industry, most of the thought leaders in the industry are members of SIIM. It's intended to provide an informal opportunity to strengthen the relationships between SIIM and the vendor community through the exchange of ideas and solutions affecting our industry. Keep in mind that the criteria for Innovator Circle are the same as the Innovators Alley at the annual meeting, which my own company participated in last year. If you meet those criteria, which are posted on the posted on the SIIM website, you can join the Innovator Circle. Again, new benefits here are highlighted in red. The Member Circle level is an enhanced version of the current SIIM corporate membership. All current SIIM corporate members, which means all of you, are automatically upgraded to Member Circle level. The overall benefit is increased visibility to SIIM membership throughout the year. Member Circle companies are encouraged to consider adding Partner Circle to their membership level to increase the opportunities to get their products in front of the SIIM membership throughout the year. Partner Circle also provides greater access to SIIM leadership through the CLC Advisory Committee. Here are some more details on the Member Circle benefits. SIIM has taken the current corporate membership benefits and added the ability to educate and share ideas through the posting of white papers on the SIIM website. Keep in mind the value of participating in the Applied Learning Vendor Tie-in Sessions, which is a previous benefit, and is a great opportunity to present your company's approach to solving an important industry challenge during an educational session at the SIIM annual meeting. Additionally, be sure to take advantage of the complimentary membership for 10 employees. Your company's product management and engineering leadership should find this benefit very valuable. Quarterly Member Circle conference calls provide companies insights into SIIM's initiatives and educational programs and enable all parties to ensure these efforts are aligned with industry needs. Again, new benefits here are highlighted in red. As with the current SIIM corporate membership, there are numerous promotional opportunities that come with Member Circle participation. Be sure your marketing, communications, and trade show managers take advantage of these. The enhanced online exhibitor description includes a color logo and a longer company and product description, along with the ability to be identified under more than one product category. Both are intended to help increase your company's visibility. Member Circle benefits also now have the ability to create customized programs, and I'll talk more about this in a minute. Again, new highlights and benefits are indicated here in red. So let me introduce you to the Partner Circle level. Like the Innovator Circle, the Partner Circle was significantly revamped through the creation of new opportunities to educate and innovate by getting in front of SIIM members throughout the year. Virtual and in-person opportunities have been created for discussing commercially available products, new product ideas, and the challenges they address, or for getting user feedback on products in development. And that's probably a very valuable conversation to have, as many of us are looking at new products and how to bring them to market. Even if your company uses agile development processes or other approaches, these opportunities can be integrated into your overall efforts to enhance opportunities for commercial success and technology adoption. The intended goal of the Partner Circle is to enable customized, dedicated, high-visibility programs that leverage education to drive innovation throughout the year. The overall benefit is to provide opportunities to access that SIIM community beyond not just at the annual meeting, and as well as during the annual meeting. Partner Circle companies are strongly encouraged to also become Member Circle companies to access benefits unique to that membership level. Also important to note is that Partner Circle companies do not have to exhibit at the annual or regional meetings to enjoy their benefits. Here are some of the details about the Partner Circle benefits. The first three starred items in this list are perhaps the most significant new opportunities in the Corporate Leadership Circle program. Partner Circle companies can choose one of the three items as part of their membership. The Insights to Innovation opportunity is an in-person annual meeting event that provides a closed-door opportunity to present and get feedback on a topic of your choice. Only SIIM provider members attending the annual meeting can participate. Other vendors are excluded, giving you the opportunity to review confidential material. A virtual webinar follow-up opportunity is included to facilitate ongoing conversation with the same or new participants. The second item provides the opportunity to present 2 webinars on a topic of your choice to all SIIM members. Enforcing confidentiality is obviously more difficult, so sharing thoughts and on your ideas, highlighting your thought leadership, or introducing new products are a few ideas that are worthwhile and worthy for these webinars. Thirdly, the focus group opportunity is similar to the Insights to Innovation opportunity. However, only a select group of SIIM members will be invited. Only SIIM members who have specifically indicated that they are interested in participating in a focus group will be invited. Therefore, other vendor employees will be screened out. Participants will expect to see new technology with the intent of providing detailed user feedback. Because this is typically an ongoing effort, 1 in-person and 1 virtual webinar focus group are included. This enables follow-up and in-person demonstrations that can be so critical to the success of a focus group. Again, new benefits here are highlighted in red. Here are some additional details about the Partner Circle benefits. Partner Circle companies have access to the new Corporate Leadership Circle, or I've said CLC, Advisory Committee. This committee will focus on developing creative solutions to common industry issues impacting the SIIM membership and the imaging informatics vendor community. Partner Circle, as well as Member Circle companies, now have the ability to create customized programs, and I'll talk more about this on the next slide. Again, new benefits are highlighted here in red. So here are some more details about the customizable sponsorship opportunities only available to members and Partner Circle companies. As mentioned previously, in addition to the standard members and Partner Circle benefits, these companies have access to customizable programs. This is in response to vendor requests for opportunities to differentiate oneself and stand out from the crowd. Some of the options enhance promotional efforts, while others enhance networking and interaction with the SIIM member community. Examples include the opening general session and closing session, educational program, learning tracks and hot topic sessions, IIP boot camps, networking receptions, badge lanyards, the annual meeting program, and the SIIM annual meeting app. Please keep in mind these customized programs are all new as part of this new program. Here are some more details about the Corporate Leadership Circle general guidelines. Innovators Circle membership eligibility requirements are the same as Innovators Alley exhibitor requirements. Partner Circle companies can access more than one customized Partner Circle opportunity as indicated with the star for an additional fee. Companies are encouraged to join more than one circle level to fully realize the benefits of partnering with SIIM. Logical pairings might include Innovators Circle and Member Circle, or Member Circle and Partner Circle. Corporate Leadership Circle program participation operates on an annual basis from January through December. While some of this should be self-explanatory, I do want to point out that the 3 Corporate Leadership Circle membership levels do not build upon each other in a linear fashion as with the old model. Each level is designed to provide a specific and complementary set of benefits. Our goal has been to create a high-value set of offerings that include flexibility and something for everyone, regardless of your company size. I'm sure you'll have questions not addressed in this guideline, and we'll be happy to answer them in a few minutes at the end of this webinar. Here are some of the details about the new Corporate Leadership Circle annual fee structure. SIIM intentionally priced the Corporate Leadership Program to reflect the high-value opportunities SIIM provides. The Innovator Circle fee is intended to be accessible to all early-stage companies. The slightly increased cost of the member circle reflects the new benefits added over the old corporate membership. Partner Circle is the most accessible opportunity available for executing personalized and confidential focus groups or market research with imaging informatics professionals. This pricing is a significant change from the original corporate leadership circle pricing. So to close and say a few words about the unique value of the SIIM community, I really think it's a great place to see innovation and to see what's next. The corporate leadership program is aligned with the goals of SIIM members and its corporate partners. We all benefit by increased innovation and technology adoption, and we think we can really improve all of healthcare with what the innovation could provide. The diverse SIIM membership wants to be engaged throughout the year. It's something that we hear time and time again at the SIIM meetings. I wish I saw everyone here more than just once a year. And so we're really working towards improving that dialogue, improving that goal. Keep in mind, as Dr. Geis highlighted earlier, a significant portion of the SIIM membership is made up of PACs and IT administrators, and these folks are important influencers of technology purchases. SIIM is the only industry trade association that can put you in front of this important constituency. The new Corporate Leadership Circle program is designed to emphasize this value that SIIM brings to the vendor community as well as the vendor community brings to the member community. All active SIIM corporate members will become Member Circle members upon renewal. So in closing, we want to talk with you to see how we can align your business needs with the Corporate Leadership Circle offerings. And we've attached the contact information for Anna Marie Mason and Andrea Saris, who will be happy to talk to you more about our programs. So I'd like to thank you for attending this webinar today, and I think we'd be happy to open it up to any questions or answers that might become available. And thanks again for your attention and for the opportunity to speak with you today.
Thanks so much, Chris. That was terrific. And as you can see here, now's the time to sign up for the SIIM regional meeting in March and the SIIM annual meeting in June that's going to be down in Dallas. Again, as for questions, please type them into the either the chat box or the questions box. We do have some questions that have been coming in throughout the webinar, so we're going to get started on those. But please do keep the questions coming. So the first question here is, I think this is a good one for Dr. Geis. Is the SIIM vision that you articulated actually new, or is it consistent with the ongoing goals that SIIM has had?
Well, I guess it's a little bit of both. SIIM's always been a place where there was interaction between people, and we've historically, any of you who've been with it for a long, long time remember that SIIM actually started as an organization that helped write specifications for what turned into the very first commercially available RIS. And we've, I think, always had that flavor that SIIM was started as an organization where both users and vendors are active members. It's not just the vendors showing up to sell things and us there just to buy, but really to work together to try to figure out what are our issues, how do people make products that we need, and to try to make it more efficient and more cost-effective for vendors to get it right the first time around. Having said that, well, a couple of things. One, just like I said, that there is a real revolution about how things are changing right now. I think we've all sort of sensed it, but we need a new categories of products. I mean, for the last few years, it's been RIS packs, and that was glorious while it lasted. For the vendors, because you sold a lot of product, and we as users became more efficient. But now that market's mature, but there are other product categories in terms of things to help make us more efficient. And this whole deal about proving quality, that's hard to do. But at the same time, it's something that is a big market for informatics. I mean, that's just a gold mine of products. And we realize that everybody has to be more efficient now. You guys have to be more efficient. We have to be more efficient. And one of our questions is, how do we help you be more efficient? I mean, and how do we deliver this information, and how do we help you guys prove that these products really are valuable? Because it's a struggle right now. We're changing. It's a whole new thing. And I think we saw this back in PACS. I mean, I was involved in that in the early stages. And when we said we wanted PACS, a lot of people were confused about, well, gee, why would we want it? It took until we actually were able to provide some hard number showing, whoa, all of a sudden, this is, I mean, we can make a very specific argument in terms of return on investment. And once I could do that, then I was able to convince senior management in the hospitals where I worked that this was an appropriate thing to do. We don't have that ability quite yet because we don't have those hard numbers out there to quote on some of these new products. But I think SIIM is the place where we can do that, but we need to work with you as vendors to figure that out, and we're really focused on that. That's one part. I think the other thing is that people have now shown that they still have money for education, but they don't have money to travel or for hotels. And as a result, you know, meeting attendance is down, not only for SIIM, but for everybody. So we have to respond to that, and in a much bigger way. And I think you're going to see some really cool things the way we do our e-learning over the next few years, and we really look forward to doing that with you. Long answer, but I think that's the thing.
No, that's terrific, Dr. Geis. Thanks. You know, there's a question here that's tied into that a number of folks have been raising. And you touched on it earlier regarding the SIIM demographics. And, you know, you had pointed out that there was significant representation from the community hospital base as well as the university and academic hospitals. But also there's a lot of systems administrators. You know, often we call them PACS administrators, but I think we know they're much more. Perhaps you could comment on whether this demographic mix has always been the case, and you know, because I think there's a lot of perception out there that that the SIIM membership, in particular people who attend the annual meeting, is pretty homogeneous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the demographic has changed both in terms of who's coming to the meeting, and I think vendors, you know, you all have talked to me about it, that the people who actually shake your hand and sign the deal are no longer, you know, they're not coming to SIIM in the volumes that they were 8 or 10 years ago when PACS was all the rage. But you know, what I'm seeing now, you know, so I cover 20 different hospitals and all sorts of different kinds of PACS systems and all sorts of things. And there's been this brief period where the CIOs and CMIOs who really don't have much imaging informatics experience made a lot of decisions, and I think you're still seeing that. But already what I've seen is that there was this initial feeling for that, oh, imaging informatics is just like any other informatics, and so why do they need to have specific domain knowledge? Why would a CIO or senior management need specific domain knowledge for imaging? But I think the word's getting out that if you don't have that domain knowledge, you can make some really expensive mistakes on the purchasing side. And so we've started even now to see those people coming back to saying, well, we told you we could do it without you, but maybe we weren't right. We need you. And so that's where I think the demographic is changing. Those people who actually have domain knowledge in imaging go to SIIM, and they are SIIM members, and they look for SIIM to educate them. And they aren't going to be necessarily the people who actually sign the contract with you, but wow, they're going to be the people that tell the CIOs and senior management what to look for and which products are going to work within the system and are going to integrate appropriately. And these people, these imaging informatics people, they're not going to go to SIIM, and they're not going to go to AMI, or no, they're not going to go to HIMSS, they're not going to go to AMIA, and they don't go to RSNA very much, really. They come to SIIM. And so it's a big demographic. I mean, the people who know this equipment, know your products, and the people that the CIOs are relying on now are really SIIM people, almost more than radiologists. It's sort of ironic. I mean, they used to sort of ask the radiologists, and radiologists would all go to, a lot of them would go to RSNA to see things. And, even though I'm a radiologist, I mean, what I'm looking for isn't always the stuff that's going to work in integrating into an overall enterprise. The people at SIIM they understand this issue of integrating into a bigger system. And CIOs are taking notice that these people are being well educated. And frankly, they're being well educated because SIIM is educating them. Okay?
Right, yeah, and obviously a big part of that education is the SIP program that SIIM is, pushes,
right,
promotes, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. That's really is the if you will, the official certification for somebody showing that they understand their imaging informatics. And we're trying to buff that program up to give those people more career development. I mean, one of the things that gets the biggest applause when I speak at SIIM about my goals is that I want my next CIO or CMIO to be a SIP, a CIIP. And we're training these people now to help move up the ladder in the imaging, in the enterprise informatics infrastructure.
Great. Thanks, Ray. There's a couple of questions here that may be most appropriate for Anna Marie. Anna Marie, I know you're on the line. One here is someone's saying they're already a corporate member of SIIM, and so they're wondering, what do they do now? How does the corporate membership structure, the corporate leadership circle membership structure impact them?
Thanks, Dean. As Chris Meenan pointed out, there are 4 additional benefits to corporate membership in addition to the value that was already in the corporate membership, SIIM corporate membership. And so we've kind of chosen at this time to revise and upgrade the corporate membership program. And a lot of it was based on significant feedback that we received from the SIIM corporate member community. And so we tried to simplify it, make it more cost effective, and to create more opportunities to drive product innovation and year-round interaction with SIIM members. And of course, these opportunities are for all companies of all sizes, including startup companies. So, but your question was, what if you want to renew your corporate membership and stay in that member circle? Then all you really do need to do is to we will be sending out invoices, and since you're already corporate members, by paying the invoice, you will you will be in the member circle and obtain all the benefits of the new member circle program. So we hope that your renewals will take place before the end of 2012, so that then you can take advantage of your other of your benefits, such as discounts at on exhibit space at the annual and regional meetings, and the many other discounts. And we can start to work with you. Hopefully you will select a partner level as well, and that gives us plenty of time to start to plan your activities for 2012. And if I'm sorry, for 2013. So try to renew the last 3 months. It'll give you a jump start on all your new 2013 benefits.
Great. So thanks, Anna Marie. And there's another question here, actually, that I think Chris is in a unique position to comment on. People are kind of familiar with the fact that these corporate programs tend to be biased towards the needs of larger companies, perhaps because they have deeper pockets, or perhaps because they just want or value more of the promotional activities. But Chris, maybe you can comment on the fact that there's something in here for the smaller companies as well, in particular the startups and the innovators circle.
No, that's a really good point, because I think the idea was not to benefit just one category, or there shouldn't just be a overly weighted benefit for just one category, but in fact be a number of benefits no matter which level of participation that you wanted to participate in. So, for example, for last year, I also have a spin-off company from the University of Maryland, and I was one of the first members of the Innovators Alley, group there, right there in the technical exhibits. So for me, it's a very compelling case as a startup CEO as well as a faculty member to think about membership in the Innovators Circle program. Really, for us, going to SIIM was one of them as a startup company now, and I've worked for large corporations and understand that focus. But for me, focusing as a startup company, being at the Innovators Alley exhibit, and I'm assuming Innovators Circle membership, which even has more benefits than just membership at the Innovators Alley, was a profoundly great experience. And we were able to really test out a lot of our early ideas and assumptions and ideas about our business model with not just the SIIM member community, which was fantastic, and not just the thought leaders of the community, which was fantastic, but also with the other vendors in the room, so that we could say, what do you guys think about this? Are there, partnership opportunities that we could think about? And what other things could we be doing to work together more closely? So for me, as basically maybe the poster child for the Innovators Circle membership, I think it was a great value to be working with SIIM in this level. So my argument would be that there's more than one benefit. It's not just heavily weighted for maybe vendors that have been members of SIIM and the SIIM corporate community for a long time. I still think those folks are a viable and vital part of the SIIM community, and just really great to be with and get feedback on the Innovators Alley companies. But I don't think that the benefits are weighted just to one particular silo. I think the idea of flexibility and benefits for all really resonated with me.
Great. Yeah, that's great, Chris. I was at SIIM this past year, and I've been there many years, and it didn't go unnoticed that a majority of the companies were smaller companies. Not all startups, but certainly many smaller companies. And that, I think, is clearly a huge opportunity for SIIM especially since a lot of the innovations, the new ideas, come from those smaller companies. So thanks for those comments. There's also a couple of questions that I'm seeing, and as well as comments that I'm seeing on the questions box that I'll take a moment to address, and then we'll wrap up here. Certainly people seem to appreciate the new opportunities to present and to get in front of SIIM membership. But clearly there's some concern about conflict, meaning really interesting educational talks going on, perhaps while some companies are presenting, whether it be in the exhibit hall or in a private room in the innovation session. And SIIM is very aware of these potential conflicts and the fact that it takes a lot of time and money even to put together a presentation, never mind bring equipment and have a booth at the show. So as SIIM is developing these opportunities, they will accompany good scheduling to eliminate conflicts, as well as clear promotions so that the SIIM membership understands why they should attend such a talk. What's the benefit? What are they going to learn? Because, of course, if these smart people don't actually learn something, well, then they're less likely to attend. So unless there's any additional questions or our panel would like to make any additional comments, it is about 5:02, and we are ready to wrap up. So on that note, I want to thank everyone very much. Thank you, Dr. Geis and Chris Meenan, for your time. And this recording and this content will be available on the SIIM corporate membership website in the coming days. You will all receive an email with a link to that information. And please, if you have any questions, please follow up with Anna Marie Mason or Andrea Saris at SIIM. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
I'd be happy to talk to any of you at another time. This is Raym Geis. If you have other thoughts about this, please feel free to talk to Anna Marie or me or Dean about how we can better work together. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Raym. Have a great day, everyone.